So, we're back again. Another story time. Except for this time, it is about, a time in school where I was grounded for straight 8 months. That's not even an exaggeration. That's not even a joke. It was honestly one of the funnest times, believe it or not, in my entire life. Only because of the certain things that I've done that I've never really done before. And you will probably hear the greatest school fight story you've ever heard in your life. Besides young Don the Sauce God's school story, I'll put his channel, that video specifically, in the description. I love that video. But mainly, let's get into the story. So, back when I was in 7th grade, those friend groups you hang out with. I don't know about you, but I usually hang out with a few friend groups. One's for notorious, as in people that are known to be troublemakers, and then I have my friend group that I just play games with and hang out with. Well, this notorious friend group that I played with, talk a lot with them, hang out a little bit, do whatever, but I guess you can say I hung out a little bit too much with them at this point. It was around, I'd say, September. Fortnite was big. This was years ago. Don't get on to me for those who don't like Fortnite, and for people who do, whatever. Do whatever you want. I used to be great at it. I'm terrible now. Honestly, don't even play the game. I am more of a Rocket League, COD fanatic, or I just play other games sometimes. But at the time, I took $45 from my mom's account, my stepmom's account. Don't get it twisted. And, she didn't like that, and so I got grounded. I got grounded for 2 months because I ended up lying on it, trying to call my dad's bluff, and saying that it was just 2-3 gift cards that I had redeemed before and that they were just now showing up. But, it was on a bank account, so that didn't exactly go my way, did it? So after a few, I want to say a month, a few weeks passed, me and my friends, this notorious group, just had the bright idea that after one day in PE, we were just all going to hang out and, play fight. And, that was kind of fun. But then we all agreed upon each other that it's part of the school we were at that was just straight an open area. We would all meet up at this specific area. We would tell as many people as we possibly can about what we were going to do the next day. And we called it, as I throw quotes, a bar fight. And during this bar fight, we were all just going to play fight. Nothing exactly crazy was going to happen. But little did we know, the next day rolls up. After PE, we all go to this area. As the bell rings, all you can see is people from the entire school coming to this one area. There was kids being tossed. There was kids being slammed. I got pushed a few times. At one point, I'm pretty sure I saw a laptop being thrown. That's not an exaggeration either. I mean, if there was a kid thrown, I wouldn't be surprised. This was just it was crazy. There was at least 30, 40, maybe 50 kids at this one area. And that's not including the people surrounding us. Just this entire group of people going at it. That's not including the people surrounding us taking videos and going off and, doing whatnot to keep the moment alive. It was all fun and games until someone yelled teacher. And you just ever had that moment and your heart just sank to the bottomless depths? Yeah, that was me, because I was in the middle of it. Matter of fact, I was more so on the wall, just getting in awe on what just happened. So, my friend, he was right beside me, just watching as I was very surprised on how this turned out. So, as we're both watching, someone yells teacher, we both scatter. It's just like a bunch of... It's like you ever stepped on an anthill and all the ants just start rushing out. That's what it looked like. If you were watching from a third-person view, it was crazy scattered. I went off to my right, which was free. There was nobody there. There was a few police officers, probably school officers, that showed up, making sure everybody was alright. As far as I can see, I was just, going with my other friends at the time, go on to my next period like nothing happened. Going up to my teacher, and she was all like, hey, did you see what happened there? And I was like, yeah, some kids are just going at it. And she was like, yeah, some idiots. I was like, yeah, some idiots. But, yeah, that wasn't the end of it. I'll tell you what, my mom came, and I got yelled at. She was upset. We had a good, 30, 40-minute talk with my dean as I got caught. It was a nice explanation to my mom, too. I got in the car as she picked me up, and she was all like, hey, how'd your day go? I was like, well, so I might have got suspended. She was all like, what? And I was like, yeah, just, a fight at school. So she went to the dean, got to the bottom of it. Turns out it was a 30, 40, maybe 50 kid fight. Then she was in awe. Then my dad came home after he came home early because how stressed he was with his job at the time. And just because the sheer thought of me being in that bar fight, as we called it, I'll tell you what, his face was flawless. It's just one of those faces of most sheer disappointment you can never have in somebody. It's one of those faces that if somebody were to come up to you and you done something stupid, you know why they're having that face. There's no questions asked. That's the face he had. So, well, I got a good talking from him. My dad's more of a lecture guy, not a hands-on guy, and, I'm very thankful for that. So, yeah, grounded for another 2 months. Then I ended up getting, a bad grade for my report card for about another month on top of that. It was going to be another 2 months, but I told my dad at the time that I had a substitute. As I normally do, I just tell him I had a substitute and I didn't get my report card just yet. And so he was all like, oh, okay. So a week rolls by till I told him I still don't have my report card. Then he said he was going to call the school. Then I was like, oh, okay. So then I, straight up lied to his face at that point. And he hates that. He hates it when I do that. So then pulled out my report card from my backpack in my room and showed it to him. He was pissed off because, well, I got a D on my report card. Matter of fact, 2 of them. And then, I got grounded for 4 months because of it. Because, well, it was going to be 2 months. Usually, how my groundings go if I get a bad grade on something is that if I get grounded until the next report card. So, that's real fun. So it was 4 months because I lied to him. That's another 2 months on top of it. So I didn't get ungrounded till my birthday. Actually, it was my birthday. I didn't get ungrounded till the exact day of my birthday. Which, it was great, I'll tell you what though, that experience the experience of getting grounded for 8 months is just, waking up every day. You don't have anything to really do besides chores and work around the house, help your parents. Sure, it's not the worst feeling, but it's not the greatest. I mean, the things that I did during it normally was just like go swimming or like learn stuff online, watch YouTube sometimes. Normally I'd do it in secret. But yeah, I mean, I got a video on this channel somewhere about World of Warcraft and me just, going through Battle of Azeroth, playing a dungeon, whatnot, just showing off the game. And during that time, I got to play on my dad's account because, well, Battle of Azeroth was new, which is the expansion at the time. It was like 3 years ago. And he doesn't like leveling. I hate leveling, which I didn't know that at the time. I just liked the game because I was fascinated with it. It's a big game. I love collecting things. I love exploring. A great game for me. Well, I didn't, I got used to it. I'm only, like, attached to one of his characters. And that's the very first one I leveled. But overall, good game. That's normally what I played for like 6 months of my grounding. But honestly, for the most part, it wasn't bad. The only thing I couldn't really do was just the normal stuff. I just played WoW every day. But I'll tell you what, going to school every day, knowing that I was going to play World of Warcraft at night, it just was so relieving. Because I had a business class that at 7th period, every single day, I would sit there and just watch the time slowly roll by as I wait to go home. But I mean, that's the end of the story. If y'all enjoyed, please like, subscribe, hit the bell for more notifications if you want them. It's just really your choice. It really helps the channel though. But yeah, have a great rest of your day.